the autistic traits that are a threat to narcissistic and avoidant systems, and autistic brains process this way. High detail, high coherence needs, and strong mismatch detection. So we notice things like tone shifts, or when someone's words don't match their behavior. Rules suddenly change, the goalposts move. Hypocrisy, when someone says, I'm fine, but we know their energy is off or different. We notice when a family story has a giant hole in it that everyone is politely tiptoeing around. And you were probably told by at least one family member or person in your life, you're blunt, you know that? And it's not just that we notice, we point it out. Wait, that doesn't match. You said this, but now you're doing that. And it's not because we're trying to cause problems. It's that our brains are constantly trying to make reality coherent. But in an unhealthy system, that's where this trait becomes threatening. In avoidant systems, your noticing creates discomfort. Now they might have to face reality or some kind of conflict, which to them feels like danger. And in narcissistic systems, your noticing creates exposure. Now accountability is on the table. The image is threatened. The lie gets harder for them to protect. And what happens in these families? The truth is punished. Ugh, you're so sensitive, dramatic, intense. Always looking for and causing problems. Always ruining the mood, not keeping things light. Always making things difficult. But the issue is not that we noticed too much. It's that we noticed in a system that needed us not to. But as a child, we don't understand this. We think it's a character flaw. And later on as an adult, that leads to over-explaining because we're just trying to prove the pattern is real. We might panic when someone says, what are you talking about? We may doubt ourselves even when we are sure our perception is accurate, and it is. We probably feel very unsafe around vague people because vagueness meant we're about to be blamed. We become obsessed with clarity, not because we're controlling, but because confusion was used against us. This is why so many autistic scapegoats grow up thinking, I just think people don't like me, like the commenter said. But sometimes it's not because you're unlikable. It's that unhealthy systems dislike people who can see things clearly and point it out. And later on in our relationships, instead of gravitating towards safe people who accept us for who we are, we can get trapped trying to earn love from the people who are threatened by the real us. Because CPTSD logic is if we can finally get the difficult person to be good to us, maybe that'll prove that we're not the problem anymore, that we're actually likable. But the reclaim for you is this. I do not need to stop seeing clearly to make other people comfortable. I do not need to shrink my perception to be liked. I need people in my life who can handle and share reality.